It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to Unitas. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias. What's up, everybody? On this episode of the Best of Bias podcast, we got a couple familiar faces in the places. You feel me? We got the boys here. I'll introduce them in 1 second, but it's episode 225. We live and direct. I know last week we didn't have an episode, but I had to save the best for the next. You know what I'm saying? I knew we had something special on the way. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I know y'all missed us, the Best of Bias. Let's do it. But who we got here today? Who's here today? Let's go ahead and introduce yourself. Who want to start? No matter though.
Well, shit, I'll take it off. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Johnny Mac back in this bitch. Well,
What up?
Say that?
You can say whatever you want, brother.
Okay, bet that. Yeah, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Mac back here. Ready to do it live. Get the vibe. We gonna get it popping.
Let's go. You want to be a rapper too? I saw the rhymes coming out.
Hey. Hey.
Who else we got in the building?
We got your boy LBZ Laid Back Zach the Mac, Zach Attack, but don't call me that.
Okay.
But yeah, you feel me?
I won't.
He said I won't. As you can see, we bringing the bars today. We out here. We got
I guess we all spitting on. LA, Compton. Now we up here in North Bay, Roner Park, Santa Rosa. Yes, sir.
You already know. We had them on a couple of times. Best of Bias family, if you guys remember. A couple of episodes, we had them on familiar faces. So you already know. Always try to have the familiar faces back, get them ingrained and ingratiated to the family. This is a safe space for everybody because everybody's welcome and everybody's a part of the family. So we got a lot to talk about today. A little less sports today, a lot of pop culture, and a lot of kind of like talking, man. This is a kickback. This is pretty much kickback, talking shit, and we're gonna see what we got here today. So we have not.
Oh, we call it laid back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, some laid back.
Some laid back.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing too serious. No, I know the election is really soon. Go vote, do all that. But sorry, this ain't the political podcast. I don't really dabble over there, but vote whoever you want to vote for. But you do need to vote. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's the only way you can make stuff happen in this country is if you vote and have your voice heard, whichever way you vote. I'm just don't spread hate. Don't be racist. And vote your interests regardless. Just vote your interest. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. Just vote. Just don't waste that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what's everybody been up to? How's the mental health? How's everything going? How's the family?
Man, it's everything is flowing for me. It's just nonstop, one foot after another. You feel me? I got doing the 9 to 5 thing. I got the kids. I got the music. I got the the other social things on the side, so just balancing it all, but everything is kosher, everything is maintained, and it's good.
Yeah, it's good to hear because life itself, man, navigating life nowadays can be hard itself, not just work, family. It's just people out there is weird, man. Navigating social life. Yeah, man, I work from home. I'm at home a lot. I record in here a lot. So sometimes when I step out into the social world, I'm like, fuck, is this really how it is outside? Like I see in social media, I don't like to get caught up in social media and just take that for what it is and try to take, this is what the world is outside. Because they use the scare tactics to kind of try to keep you inside, kind of try to brainwash you in a way. But man, stepping outside, I just kind of like to put my AirPods in and do my thing and just breathe the fresh air. Just touch earth once in a while. But me personally, I don't know. I know it's rude for me to start before you and I hear about yourself, John, but I'm going to just let you know about me. You know what I'm saying? Recording early in the week, so we still right here in the middle of the work week. Very, very stressful. But again, I always say I love being here talking to y'all. Y'all are my release. I'm not talking about y'all specifically. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the Best of Bias family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like to release and vent to them. They hear about all my struggles. You know what I'm saying? They hear about all my trauma. They are my release, you know what I'm saying? And I thank you guys for always listening and being there for me to speak to. That's why I try to come back every week with anything. Anyways, enough about me. Hey, Johnny Mac, what's going on, player? How you been? What you got going?
I've been cooling, man. Cooling. Just doing my thing. Just got a little promotion at the jobby job
Okay.
over there, doing the whole working at the cannabis club. So I'm doing that now. Manager at the cannabis facilities.
Okay. How you liking that? That's dope. Congratulations, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Ariel, can we get a
Nah,
little clap sound over in here? Because that's big things, man. What's going on over there? What are you doing? Like you overseeing everybody now, all the bud tenders and shit, or?
so yeah, so like it's pretty much one bartender to one manager per shift type shit. So I'll have somebody with me and I just gotta, handle the daily duties and then, manage the money at the end of the night.
Nice.
So it's more responsibilities, but I fuck with it. It's cool. Helping folks with, especially when the people come through help talking about like the specific things that they need the cannabis for, and I can help them with that. It'd be pretty real cool helping
It's
them with
dope.
that.
And it's very educational as well. You learn a lot about the medicines and the flowers and
Yeah, because it's really medicinal, man. It's not a drug. It's really medicinal. Folks need to stop.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, and I've been partaking for a while now, especially given my situations that I went through last year. The pod knows, but it's definitely a calmer. Anxiety. I don't need to tell you all this stuff. I mean, the U.S. is finally catching on and starting to hopefully whoever gets voted into being president can just make it federally legal. Just take everybody out of jail who's been in jail for weed stuff. I couldn't even imagine after being legal so long in California for people still being in jail,
being locked up, and before that, like it's
what
unbelievable, bro.
It's crazy. I don't know, but LBZ, I'm not gonna let it pass without mentioning anything you got going on. This nigga got a pizza. This nigga here got a pizza. Tell me more about the laid back Zion. What you got going on, player? I'm seeing you all over social media. I'm seeing it going up, bro. Promote, tell me about the music. Let them know what's going on, player.
All right, all my shameless plugs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nah, I got a beer that I do with this brewery out here. If you in the North Bay at all, anywhere near Santa Rosa, that's 45 minutes north of San Francisco. We got some good stuff out here. It's a lot of good stuff. This is the part of the Bay that don't really get talked about as much, but it's a lot of good businesses, a lot of good people, a lot of talent out here. It's a brewery called Old Cass that got to my music, liked it. We built a relationship, and they did a beer for me. And that
LBZ,
the LBZ. It's a hazy pale ale.
I need that.
I gotta get you some. I still got a little bit left in my fridge. I gotta get you some for sure. And I gotta get a hat too.
I didn't even try it. I need some too. The fuck?
I gotta hook you up with some too, Johnny John, for real. I do. I wish I could ship it. But so I got the beer, and then the beer helped me basically get this pizza, because this pizza spot out here went to one of the concerts, heard I had the beer, and reached out to me, was like, yo, we should do some promo where we could bring the beer in here and you could do your own pizza. Cross promo, people that like my music hear about their pizza, people that like their pizza hear about my music. It was
that's perfect. That boy.
Oh,
the perfect combination.
Pizza, beer and pizza. Yeah.
Right? That's genius. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. AKA, again, another request. I don't know. I should get like a request bar up here from AKA. At the end, we definitely got to plug that. Let them know where they can find the pizza, the beer, and the music. You know what I'm saying? We need it all. We need all of that. And Johnny Mac, I forgot you too with the RP. How's that going? We need to get you some followers out there on Kick, right? That's what we rocking with.
That's where I'm at on Kick.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, Sirski. Yeah, I've been back and I just shit. Ain't much, but just made my first $10 on that motherfucker a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
So explain a little bit what you got going on there. People probably don't know. I think we may have talked about it before. But just explain a little bit more about our RP
about
and
the GTA
what you
RP.
got what you got going.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of motherfuckers is familiar with the Grand Theft Auto, the GTA. So it's GTA, but it's server based. So it's on a PC, and it's different servers that people build, and so it's all custom shit. So we can really you can really live a different lifestyle. That's like pretty much you can live your dreams if you wanted to on there.
So like kind
So
of Sims, but 7 levels.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So like you can go whatever type of direction you want. My character, what I chose to do with mine, he's a gangbanger.
Okay.
OG OG of a gang. So that's what I'm doing. So my character, we do a lot of heists, robberies, stuff, shootouts, getting into it with the police, all types of other shit.
So you
But you
can
can
do.
also
Oh yeah. Go ahead. I was gonna say, can you do like regular jobs, like if
yeah,
you
that's what I
wanted
was
to
about to
go?
say.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
do regular civ stuff, or as far as getting regular 9 to 5 jobs. Um,
How about to say?
you
Because you
can work. You can work for PD. They be having. You can be a firefighter. Whatever you, pretty much whatever you can think of. It's a sandbox. Whatever you can think of, you can make it happen in GTA.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about getting me a gaming laptop, attaching it to like a monitor or something. You know what I'm saying? See what I can pop off on there. I got so many goddamn. Actually, let me let you throw out your handle really quick before I move on from that. What's your handle so everybody can follow you if they haven't? A lot of these people know
Oh,
we're on Twitch.
you can
Maybe not the
catch
on.
me on Kick. My gaming page name is Village Gym Gaming, VILLAGE, Gym GEM, and then gaming.
How do people get into your server? How would they get into the same one you got? Is it
The
free or?
server, you got to have a Discord. It's all Discord based pretty much. Then that's where you really get to meet the folks and chop it up with folks.
okay.
So download Discord. You can holla at me, reach out to me. I can shoot you to Discord to join, and then we can make shit
Hey,
happen. Make a movie. You know what I'm
shoot me
saying?
that, bro. I got Discord. Shoot me that. I want to tap in.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you right.
For sure, for sure, for sure. But yeah, you know me, I'm just out here doing what I do, working, trying to get y'all the best quality, you know what I'm saying? Podcasts, multimedia, working on a comic book, some stories, trying to get all the homies out here in this graphic novel through a TV show. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I'm trying to take it step by step to making this whole Best of Bias podcast to a whole multimedia company and just go a whole bunch of different ways. AKA is out here doing he's drawing, trying to do some music too. So it's a bunch of stuff that's going on. So I'm just keeping it pushing, trying to get you guys the best podcast possible and keep y'all fed. You feel me? So I'm doing my job. But anyways, let's get into these goddamn topics. Every week we got a bunch of topics to talk about. Again, this one's less sports based. I know it's the sports equinox and there's hella shit going on right now. And I could talk about the Nuggets and Jokic going for his 4th MVP. You know, should have been 5 in a row, but you know, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna start off with Halloween. Sorry, before we get into the sports, I mean all these pop culture stuff. Let's talk about Halloween. Y'all celebrate Halloween? Y'all gonna be? I know it's on a Wednesday or some weird shit. When is it?
It's on Thursday.
Thursday.
After
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Y'all planning on going out? Y'all giving out candy?
Nope. I'll be at work. I will be at work, providing cannabis to my community.
Some of them cannabis candies. What about you, LBZ? I know you got the kiddos. Are you taking them out trick or treating?
So usually I do. Last year I did. This year though, they're gonna be with their mama. So I'm gonna be chilling. Probably out. I'll probably be out. Scoping out the costumes. I'll just say.
Y'all dressing up? You about to be anything?
The costumes is crazy.
That is diabolical.
I always come up with something kind of last minute. Like last year, I did some Men in Black. I was like, cool. I got a suit. I got a white shirt and a black tie. I found some little.
I found a pen and I could put a piece of tape around it.
Exactly. That's pretty much what I did. I found like a little tire pressure gauge, and I just wrapped it in like some of that silver tape, and I was using it as the
neuralizer.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It was a good icebreaker to the girls out though. So it was dope. I was just using the different girls and like had them laughing. It was dope.
I feel that. What about you, John? At work, you about to be anything for the patients? Make them laugh, make them giggle a little bit. You know, lighten the mood on a typically, creepy holiday.
Yeah. I mean, you know me. I'm gonna be high as fuck at work, so hey. I'm gonna definitely make these motherfuckers laugh when they come in there, as long as they don't be on no bullshit.
I feel that. I had
it'd be some crazy shit coming on into that place.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say, what's your favorite scary movie? at this time of year to watch.
Movie?
Yeah. Or the scare. I wouldn't say necessarily favorite scary movie. I want to say, what's the scariest scary movie that you've seen? Let's do that one.
That's tough for me because I'm not a fan. I'm not a big scary movie fan. But like as a kid, like the scariest shit, like the scariest movie I watched as a kid was, I ain't gonna lie, I was terrified of Jeepers Creepers the first time I seen it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That I was terrified.
Because that was like one of the ones where the fucking bad guy won. Like at the end, this fool ate the fucking main character. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Jeepers Creepers, but goddamn, and they had the nerve to make a number 2. Like motherfuckers,
it's 3 or 4 of them things.
I know, but I'm just saying, like
he come his schedule don't change regardless of how many people he eat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He's still coming after however many years they say he come out. He's still coming.
Yeah, bro. I was scared of Bakersfield forever after watching that movie, just because those fools got fucked up in Bakersfield.
I'm still scared of Bakersfield. That shit boring as hell. Ain't nothing to do.
Scared of Bakersfield in real life.
I'm still scared for real.
What's your like who's the scariest like famous scary movie killer? So yeah, Freddy's, Jason, Halloween, Pinhead, Candyman, Leprechaun. Who is the one that scared you the most, like growing up?
Me, the clown.
From It?
Yeah.
Hey,
Nope.
This is me going back to my childhood brain. But yo, Chucky, like I wasn't necessarily hella scared of Chucky, but I kind of was. It was like you scared, but also it was entertaining because he was a fool. He was funny as hell, but he was scary back then, though.
Yeah, no. Yeah. With the butcher knife, bro, get stabbed in your Achilles tendon by a little motherfucking devil doll, bro.
Yeah, bro, some little devil demon doll, like a baby doll. It was crazy.
Yeah, what was mine, bro? I didn't like Freddy Krueger. I didn't like the concept of Freddy Krueger at all, even though he's kind of comical. I just listened to a podcast where they reviewed the movie Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger is a motherfucker, a kid murderer who got burned alive by their town, who comes back and haunts these people
haunts them motherfuckers.
Dreams.
Why does he get these powers? Why does he deserve to be a sympathetic figure in this whole thing and be the guy that's getting revenge? He was a kid murderer.
That's a good point.
It was a twisted ass movie, and I just the ways that he would kill people. It's like you can't even sleep. He kills you in your sleep. Even if you're awake, he kills you there too. Makes you kill yourself, hallucinate. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way you could survive. And now, just to have these pop-up scares, kind of It too, because It was less so of it was scary, but the pop-outs, the newer movies have you guys seen it? Yeah, it's like
that was it with me. The It and the Freddy Krueger, them was my top 2.
Jason and Michael Myers just made me mad just for the fact that they just couldn't be stopped. And they would just be stabbing people having sex. Let these motherfuckers have sex, bro. Like, what's wrong with you?
It was too slow though. I hated those movies.
I'm saying, bro, I'm not motherfucker that ran over here, over there, hid behind a tree, and then next thing you know, this nigga just right behind them after walking 3.3 miles per hour behind them right there with a goddamn.
That used to have me high.
How you get here already?
Yeah, it never catching me.
No,
and they always trip over like a branch or something, or like something on the ground.
But then,
yeah, they have teleportation. I heard people talk about this. It has to be like some kind of horror teleportation. Because, nigga, if it was me, I'm running in a straight line. Ain't nobody popping up on me from behind if I run in a straight line. Nigga, I'm putting on that 4.3 speed and going straight.
Putting on that 419 that old boy just ran the other day. Or was it yesterday? Iowa track dude. You saw that? You're in a 419.
Hey, this completely off topic, but you brought up running a straight line, and for my entire life, I always wondered why Ricky and Boys in the Hood didn't like juke and like.
Bruh.
Well, he was running from bullet shells. That's different. You don't run straight when you're running from them.
That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have ran in a straight line. He
shouldn't have. No.
He was a football player. He ain't got no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a sawed off too, so it didn't have hella distance, nigga.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
That bullshit. All he had to do was hit that.
Or hit the deck, bear crawl. They teach you bear crawls in Pop Warner.
On me.
Get out of there. Yeah.
But I always want to say that.
That is disappointing though, bro. Because how would the movie turned out if we learned more about Ricky's football career?
Really?
You could have had a Boys in the Hood 3, 2. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Could have changed the whole plot for real.
That's a fumble. And then interesting though. I guess it was more so about Cuba.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to ask a little bit about that. I'm thinking about giving out candy, but I don't know, man. My dogs be going crazy when people walk up, and candy's expensive as fuck. I seen a bag, a
I gotta
small
make sure my
bag.
lights is off.
Yes, a
when I
small
go to
bag of
work.
candy, $24.99 for the mini mix, like the mini bag.
They
I'm
out of
not.
pocket.
Yeah, I'm not giving no kids no little mini candies. Here's a little mini Reese's Pieces. Nah, I'm trying to give the big bars,
That's
whatever
how
they
you end up
cost.
getting your shit egged next time.
Nah, bro. Like I can't. I
Oh,
can't.
you trying to give out full size bars?
Well, at least
Okay.
medium size, not not the little minis, because it's like, nigga, I don't know. But then I'm gonna run out of candy. I'm just gonna put the no candy sign on my door. Fuck it.
I'm turning the lights off on the porch.
They shouldn't make you turn
It
your
ain't.
lights off though. I want to turn my lights off too, but my dog is gonna bark, and I ain't trying to fucking
No,
do
but
it.
I'm not even gonna be here though. That's why.
Oh yeah,
So they know not to come ring because you're not gonna get
oh
anything.
ain't nobody. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, they'll be ringing for help. People be staying too, looking in the window.
Yeah, and I'll see you on the ring alarm, but like we're not
Just,
home.
I was just getting ready to say I'm gonna try to think of something cool. So like even if I ain't here on my ring alarm, I'm gonna like try to have a scary noise come through that bitch, scare people.
Oh
So
hell yeah.
I'm about the speaker of the ring.
It just yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Just have like a movie sang or some shit.
Yeah.
Say hello to my little friend. Have some Scarface on there. That'd be sick. What we got? So yeah, I want to talk a little bit since we are on the topic of your side hustles and shit that you got going on with your 9 to 5. I just kind of wanted to we already kind of talked about the 9 to 5s. What would you say to the person that does work a 9 to 5? They may not be enjoying it. They don't see a really future in the particular field they're in. They want to be an entrepreneur, try something new, do something for themselves, like the average entrepreneur. Um, what would you tell that person who's scared to step outside of that box and try anything to, you know, to
I
better
would
them?
say I would say first off, any downtime you got during your 9 to 5, start doing research. Or first off, find out what you want to do, what you want to actually go into as far as a business or a brand, and then start doing a little research on it when you have time during your 9 to 5. Because I think some people kind of just to be like, hey, I'm done with this job, I'm gonna figure it out. But at least kind of prep, on your way out and get things in order and whatnot while you're on your 9 to 5. And then just really find something that you're passionate in and also something that is long lasting and lucrative, of course, and try to find that balance and combo between all those is what I would say.
Oh yeah. Respect that. Respect that. What about you, Jay? John, what you got? What you thinking is something that you would tell somebody that is on the 9 to 5 scared to hop out into the field of entrepreneurship just because they hear about the people who aren't successful and they jump right back into the 9 to 5 and feel like they, aren't ready for that. What would you say?
I would tell put your trust in you. You know what I'm saying? Like use that 9 to 5 money to invest in what you are passionate about and what you want to do.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because keep it. I'm not saying don't keep that thing right there. Don't quit the 9 to 5. Keep it. Use that to better yourself for what you are dreaming of
Yeah,
becoming.
definitely. Always
You know what I'm
invest in
saying?
yourself. Some people forget about
Invest
that.
in yourself. Exactly.
They should be so ready to spend money on things that material things that doesn't really make what they're doing won't better make their lives better. It'll be like in the moment be something good. But invest in yourself.
Because at
Don't
the end
be
of the day, it take money to make money.
exactly. Don't be
So
afraid to fail.
use that money that you already making to build onto what you
All right. Don't
plan
just
on
think
making.
about it the way like you don't want to work for making other people money for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared to fail as well. I that's what I like to say as well. It may not be instant success. It may not, you may see other people doing something that you want to do and feel like, oh, they made it or got there faster. You have to follow your path. You know what I mean? And I think in the long run, the success and the way that you get to where you're trying to go, that satisfaction will be so much greater than any kind of instant success you can think of. Just knowing that you did it, you knowing that all the ups and downs that you went through to get to where you are or where you want to be, it'll be all worth it. You can look back and say you would never change that just because the trail, the journey has made you stronger and made you who you are today. And you would never give up that experience. I'm telling you, you fail, you succeed. Either way, it's a learning experience to make yourself a better you.
Yes, and take it from me. Make sure do it before you get kids.
Yeah.
But also on that note, I could speak to if you do have kids. Also, don't let it stop you either. Try to find because it make it more difficult. But if you're really passionate about what you're going after, if you really want to do some of the things y'all talking about as far as really being able to work for yourself and investing in yourself, but you can't really let nothing get in the way of that. You just got to find ways to, maneuver with it.
You gotta make it do what it do, babe.
Right. No
You know what I'm
excuses.
saying?
Don't make
You know what I'm
excuses,
saying?
make solutions. You know what I'm saying? And don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's millions of ways to get money. There's millions of ways to better yourself. There's millions of resources. The way you find them, the way you experience them, the way you get to where you go is all within you. Do not be afraid, man. And do not be beholden to a 9 to 5 that I get it. You make the money to survive, but don't forget to live. You feel me? Anyways, next topic here. Let's talk about a little about sports. I know you guys are Lakers fans. Basketball season just started. You guys are starting off hot. So let me. Oh, you're showing the tattoo. Let me take my Nuggets hat off. Let me take my other sports fan hat off, and let me ask you. Let me put my journalist hat on. How you guys feeling about the new team? How you feeling about the coach? Let's start. I know you guys are 3-1 right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, how you guys feeling about the season? And let's start with the coaching and then this how the team is going so far before we get into the Bronny thing.
All right. I've been talking about this at length with people. Like I'm extremely impressed right now with JJ Redick because, he got a lot of criticism because people thought that, Bron brought him in, which in a way he probably, I'm sure he definitely helped them on the podcast. All that kind of helped. But he's a super smart basketball mind, and he was an amazing college player, a really solid NBA player. So I think he's a really good coach just for the simple fact that he holds guys accountable and the guys respect him and his knowledge for the game. You can see it in the first 4 games. It's a stark difference between him and Darvin Ham. And I don't want to Darvin Ham get enough shit, but you can definitely see the difference. The guys look inspired. The plays they running is just the plays are just better, and the rotations, and I mean, they just look like a completely different team, like a whole new different team, and I'm extremely impressed and excited.
Yeah, energy's different. I'm excited. Well, I don't want to say excited, but I'm
No, you already said it. You already said it.
Okay. As a fan of the game, I'm excited to see player growth, and I hate when players get shit because I know it's a tough job, and to get better and to be under the microscope of being on the Lakers is tough. Austin Reeves, his growth is really important for the team, and seeing what he did last year, seeing that continue to this year is important. In that first couple of games, he's doing it. He's continuing that growth, and especially when everybody else has depth and has that type of player, has a Austin Reeves that is getting better, has a role, and is becoming a staple in the league. It's going to take, he's going to be that number 3 guy there. So he has to take that step and be that consistent factor. So seeing Dalton Connect come out there and be a big guy, big rookie, already kind of knowledgeable of the game, gets to his spots, gets to be under the tutelage of a college player of the caliber of JJ Redick, tells him he's a shooter, so he can fucking coach him up easily on how to be the perfect shooter. Players are going to be cool coming for him. He's the perfect sub in and out for Rui Hachimura. Rui can, they're the same size, but they do different things. Rui can be that scrap yard dog, get those rebounds, get to the rim. And Dalton Connect looks like he can come off screens nasty, still can attack as well, has a little more of a touch. You know what I'm saying? AD going dumb from the beginning of the season, not waiting till people talk about it and saying he should do it to do it. You know what I'm saying?
But see, also, the part of the genius of JJ Redick is that now you see they running plays like almost all the offense goes through him in one way or another, which I feel like he wasn't utilized in a proper way with Darvin Ham as much. I feel like a lot of plays they have 3 or 4 possessions. AD don't touch the ball.
Right.
Kind of out of the game on the offensive end. He always gonna show it on the defensive end, but he kind of gets lost out of the game. Now the momentum shift happens, but now the ball is going through AD. And to your point, like you said, he is cooking now just from rip. He going aggressive, hunted.
It's no like he needs to realize that all these centers and bigs are getting this credit, but there's nobody. I mean, of course, I'm gonna say I like Jokic better, but I like AD better than Embiid. AD should be able to do. He should be that next guy. People don't even mention him when they talk about the fucking Embiid. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. AD he got a jumper. He should be doing a lot better, and it should be, the discussion should be different. It should be a little different, and I think it's time for him to do that as well.
Yeah, and that also comes because he's been healthy a lot more the past season.
Mm-hmm.
Since last year, he's been a lot more healthy, so he's able to start getting that recognition that he deserves.
Yeah. He played 76 games last year.
Exactly, but how many had he played before that though? That's what I'm saying. Like now he did a whole year, and now he can start getting that recognition that he deserves because he's out there all season putting in that work. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna wood because
I'm about to say don't overexert. Just don't overexert. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be the bounciest nigga in the world and get all the rebounds and score all the points and be the best on defense as well. Level it out. It's a long season. Just be consistent.
Just be the leader of this goddamn team.
Exactly. Like
that's all.
Every time I see AD fall, every time,
bro. Still, even after he had the whole good last season, bro.
Every time
I put my breath
I'm like, is he good? Oh, he got up. All right, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
It's like how I used to be with every time Jimmy Garoppolo used to drop back for a pass. Like,
he needs to stop that.
Might be a pick.
He needs to stop that flopping though, because that's a ass fall to the ground to be getting up every time. You're gonna fucking hurt yourself doing that shit. Just play ball. They're gonna call the fouls, bro. You get all the fouls anyway. You don't have to fall to the ground to accentuate it. Just stay on your fucking feet. But what about the Bronny thing? How you guys liking the Bronny experience so far? The first game was cute. You know what I'm saying? It
was cute. I put it like that. People do that crazy. I think at the end of the day, say what you want, but this is something that I think most people 10 years ago, 5 years ago would never thought would happen in basketball. It don't seem even fathomable in basketball to be able to play with your son, but everything about Bron's career was a perfect setup for it. He came in early at 17. He had his son shortly after, I believe, and he's been durable all these years to the point where he can make that play and make that call. I just think the idea of him playing with his son on the same court, I think, needless to say, is like incredible. It's super dope.
Mm-hmm.
Is he ready to be an NBA player? Maybe not quite, but he can hoop. I think he belongs in the league, even if he got to go to the G League for a little while, get more developed. But think about it. I mean, he had the cardiac arrest. He didn't really play much at SC, and he probably wouldn't have been a one and done if he wasn't Bron's son. But nonetheless, I think he can be a solid player in this league, and I think it was really dope to see them on the court together.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of. Oh, are you gonna say something, John?
Yeah, no, I agree with all of that. And then I also want to say, like, I expected them to like do all the hype and shit about it, but it hasn't really been as crazy as I really expected it to be.
Yeah, it's not going to get crazy. I don't think so. I think
like with the hype with them. So I think they've been doing a good job with just letting it go, letting the story go on, just letting it play out, and just playing ball and just getting to it. Like I think they've done a great job with that too. So. At first I was like, ain't no way they motherfucker really just drafted this little nigga because he's LeBron's son. But then the way that they played it, I'm like, all right, they're not doing too much, and we've off to a good start, so I can live with it.
Yeah, they did it right.
Yeah, they're handling it the right way.
Yeah, let the moment happen. Boom, it was great, big story. Now let's get to basketball. Bronny can get the game from Red.
Now we gonna kick this little nigga to the G League for a minute, and then we gonna make it do what it do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I think it's cool for him, and I think he'll learn a lot. I mean, shit, he's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? All the G
Yeah.
League games are gonna be sold out. Shit, it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, facts, no doubt about
Yeah,
it.
he has no choice but to get better fast. And I think even if he's not at the practice facility, he's gonna be going home. I don't know if he has his own house, but he's going
He's
back
still at home. He's
to the
still at home with
crib.
mom and pops.
Let's get some
Hey,
shots up.
quick side note: have y'all seen Starting Five?
Yeah,
I haven't finished it, I've been watching it. And
They did they shit.
yeah,
It was shot and edited really well. It's dope.
yeah.
yeah.
And even though they
But
didn't
yeah, I
have
like
the
it. What I've
nuggets in
seen.
it, even though they didn't have the nuggets in it, they had us in almost all the stories for all the different teams because we played everybody last year. Lost to the fucking Minnesota. We played the Lakers. Who else was in that bitch? Tyrese Halliburton. No, it wasn't Halliburton. He's next
No,
time.
it was Sabonis,
So,
Tatum,
yeah,
Butler, Bron.
Oh yeah, Butler. Yeah, Jimmy.
I'm missing somebody, I think maybe, but Tatum. No,
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ant Man.
I'm forgetting about Ant Man.
Ant
yeah.
Man.
But yeah, hey Pat, real quick, respectfully, I love the Nuggets. I see what y'all doing, but don't nobody want to follow the life of Murray or Jokic.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. Aaron Gordon would be exciting just
Probably
because.
he'd probably be the guy, or KCP if he was still there.
Yeah, that's true though. But
They're
season
not.
2 is full of niggas that is not really exciting though.
Who's season 2 with?
Season 2, I think they're Tyrese Halliburton. I think that's why I was in my head. James Harden. Who else? They sent it to me this morning.
Like no returning people from like
No, no,
like the
no.
same. It's
It's a
all five.
different
It's a whole
five.
different five.
Yeah, a whole different five it's gonna be, but it should be interesting. I think it's cool. But I just don't like how it's from a season we already saw, so we kind of already know what's going to happen. It's cool to see
Yeah,
behind the scenes, but it's weird to know these fools are mic'd up and they know they're mic'd up for Netflix during these games. So they're going to do hella extra shit.
I was thinking the same shit. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so they know this is for the series. So they gonna it's not gonna be as authentic, of course.
Yeah, yeah. In certain games, they're showing extra love. And by the way,
That boy Ant Edwards was dramatic, boy.
no, he don't give a fuck about nothing. He's young. He's a
See,
young boy. That's a young.
Yeah.
Ant is the one though. I believe all that shit. I feel like
I believe him, but I still think like that my nigga knew he was on that camera. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? My nigga said, "Hey, I'm gonna turn up on it, bitch." You feel me?
Yeah, he put the little sauce on it.
Yeah. But I believe him for sure.
No, it seems like that's him all the time. Because even when he's not mic'd up, this fool was talking shit to fucking Vanderbilt when they played. He was like, "Nigga, you've been hurt for 2 years. Like, why are you talking to me?"
That shit had me rolling. Yeah, that shit had me deceived. Hey, even the fake part that came out had me rolling. Did you hear the fake when they said that Anthony Edwards was talking shit to Bronny James and he said, "Hey, bro, you ain't even got a shower. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, he wouldn't do that shit in front of his dad. He wouldn't do that shit.
At first, I thought it was real. Then I found out it was fake. I'm like, oh, damn, that's funny as hell.
He is hella crazy though. He was talking to the Knicks fans. They're like, "Yeah, come to New York, come to New York." He's like, "Nah, hell nah." So y'all can boo me when I have a bad game. He's like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna have a good game every game. So when I have a bad game, so y'all can boo me out of town. Hell nah." That shit is hella funny.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but
funny though.
that nigga's hilarious. I like how authentic he is. I hate the Minnesota Timberwolves, but I just like Ant-Man and how authentic he is.
I texted you that earlier. I think I said like fuck Minnesota, but I fuck with Ant-Man.
That fool showed up to the premiere for Starting Five in a dirty hoodie and some regular jeans. Everybody else was dressed up, ready for the premiere. This nigga did not care.
He said, "I'm comfortable, nigga."
Yeah, it's just
he really seemed like one of those niggas you would kick it with. Like he just be one of the homies. Y'all be chopping it up, kicking it, smoking, whatever, playing the game.
Yeah, he could pop in the podcast room right now with us and just chop it up.
Yeah, and nigga was always playing the game and that shit. And then moving off the Lakers a little bit, you want to talk a little bit about your 49ers? I'm giving y'all grace, man. I'm not even talking about the Nuggets or the Buccaneers. I'm giving y'all grace to talk about.
Oh, you said Bang Bang not a game. What's up?
Yeah. How you feeling about the 49ers? They beat the Cowboys this week. We're not gonna talk about the Cowboys. They're looking trash. All my Cowboys fan friends out there, y'all need to reassess y'all whole situation because y'all.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's looking ugly for y'all.
Over there.
But the 49ers, man, guys are getting healthy. McCaffrey might be coming back. What's your outlook for the season? What you think is going to happen next week? You have a bye this week. It looks. I think you play us next week.
Yeah. We're on a bye this week, and then we play y'all fresh off the bye, just like we just played the Cowboys fresh off their bye. But Can't lie. I'm looking forward to what's coming. Just how pretty much the last pretty much few years have gone. A little cool rocky start, and then we heat up, get healthy towards the end of the year, and that's what I'm expecting again. Not so much the past few years with the injuries, so that's why I'm just like, we just got to get healthy right now on this week, and then get it rocking. Because
And just hope everybody else loses in your division.
well, that too. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm not even. If we run through our division the rest of the way, and then we just keep winning, we'll be good to win our division.
Yeah, because those wild card teams right now are like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
6-2.
Yeah. I'm just talking about our division wise. Yeah, I still think we have a great chance of winning our division because I think we're only like half a game behind, maybe.
Everybody's
right now.
4-4 except for the Rams are 3-4. And I will say 4-4 is better than 3-5, right?
And that's fact. So, and we're slowly starting. We got hope. I got Drake Greenlaw supposed to be coming back the next couple weeks. Christian McCaffrey hopefully he's about to be back in the next couple weeks.
Both off of Chili's.
Yeah. So hopefully they come back ready to rock. But I mean, we lost Ayuk for the year, but after what I see from Ricky yesterday or the past 2 weeks, he could possibly come in and fill some of that void. Debo's
Ricky
I can
the
see
Pistol?
still gonna be Debo. Debo gonna be Debo. Kittle gonna be Kittle.
Can we call him that? Or is
Ricky though,
Ricky the Pistol?
man.
Yeah, too soon.
No,
My bad,
too
y'all.
soon.
My bad, y'all.
Too soon.
That's
too soon.
Yeah, the 49ers
so,
yeah,
but I'm just hoping I'm just hoping for another get healthy towards the end of the year, make a run, and then do our thing in the playoffs.
Okay.
I think we get to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We get to the playoffs healthy. Come on now.
It's just one game at a time. I feel that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Well, before all the girls run away from the podcast, let's talk about a little pop culture and get off the sports, huh?
I'm back, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk a little something else. I know you guys heard about this Dirk case. If you guys haven't, it's a really sad day in hip hop, man. Well, I'll get into it, but I kind of feel like hip hop needs to learn. Hip hop needs to learn why. Okay, if you want to portray a lifestyle and not be real, that's one thing. That's one thing in hip hop right now. It is another thing if you're gonna talk about a lifestyle, actually portray it, talk about it, put it on music. That's a whole nother thing. All in general, people have been doing it for years. I feel like just now after the Young Thug thing, people are starting to realize you probably shouldn't rap about putting video stuff you've done in the street life. Because it'll catch up to you eventually. If you guys are not familiar, Lil Dirk, rapper from Chicago. Should we go back to a couple years ago? How many years since King Von now? About 3, 2?
About 3 years. I think it's been about 3.
3 years ago, his homie King Von was shot during an altercation with rapper Quando Rondo. That's the club or bowling alley or some shit like that. Since then, people have been kind of egging Lil Dirk on to get back for his friend who was killed. As ignorant and childish as that may seem, sometimes the street life, some people can just get caught up in that and feel like they have to do what they have to do. Street justice was had. Supposedly, Lil Durk paid to have, I guess, a member of the rival gang that killed his homie killed. Paid $50,000 to do so. One of his homies, and I guess that homie had spent time in jail, or I might be getting this wrong. I think somebody that knew about it spent time in jail, but he paid somebody to do something. One of his homies that got out of jail was wearing a wire for the FBI. Found out about the information Dirk was talking about, and Dirk got arrested and put in jail for murder for hire. So now he's in jail, I know, for a long time, and they said that he's actually facing the death penalty for his involvement. Possibly. I don't want to put that because I know he's probably not. But who knows, man? This is really serious. Firstly, have you guys heard about this case? How do you guys feel? What's going on?
I've heard about it. I haven't really dug into it really too much, but I definitely heard about the whole him getting arrested and the murder for hire stuff and possibly facing the death penalty. But that also depends on where it happened at, right?
Oh, I should.
because of the
Yeah, it depends on which state he getting prosecuted
which
in,
state and county, right? Yeah.
depending on if they laws, because everybody law
Yeah, the
different.
laws is different. Yeah, and certain because certain places don't even have death penalty on the as an option.
But I know he is facing life or the death penalty, I believe, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's obvious. You got like I don't even know what to say because it should be like no brainer. You
See,
live would you have that kind of money? You know what I'm saying? You should. I understood his transition was happening. I know he converted to Islam. His music was more, I wouldn't say more so on the inspirational, but he tried to get those songs out there. All my life. He tried to
Oh
kind
my
of change his
life.
yeah, I don't like that song at all, really either.
but see, to me, just to me, I feel like he was trying to turn his image around to look better. I think to look better for what was possibly to come. I think.
What was coming?
Like he was trying to get ahead of it and trying to clean his image up and shit. All of a sudden, it's like it's too
It's too
late,
late.
bro.
Exactly.
Too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about this topic. I'll try to just put it in a nutshell. I think it's unfortunate. I think that the streets is one thing, hip hop is another, but at this point, the waters have got so murky now, and it's all convoluted because it used to be like you said, where rappers would first hip hop really started as a communication to the community and be able to uplift the community and spread
Right.
information. Then it got to a point where it was flashy. Then it always had the gangster element. But at least the gangsters might have been doing what they said they was doing, but might not have. And
Yeah, not all of them.
it wasn't as graphic and crazy and just so influential. But now you look at hip hop and a lot of these rappers is just literally detailing their crimes in a rap. You literally is snitching on yourself in a rap just to put off this certain image or to just to talk your shit.
Yeah.
And they just ain't really learned yet that I mean the feds is online.
Yeah.
They paying attention.
Who I smoke Tiki? Who was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Motherfuckers got like it's just wild to me. So, like I don't want to get too deep with it, but I do think that you got a black man that was able to amass all this money and employ a bunch of people, still had to be involved in that life to where he felt like he had to do that. And now you just because really at the end of the day, you're just killing up a whole bunch of black men,
Exactly.
humans in general. But now he off the streets, he gone. A lot of people lose jobs, a lot of people lose their lives.
Yep.
The only people that keep winning is the record labels because guess what? His music, whether he in jail or dead, his music is gonna do this. They always win. I could just it's fucked up, man.
And it's like clockwork. They just put money in the next street rapper's pocket and endorse that. You know what I'm saying? Push it to the top of the charts to endorse the next. Yeah, and it's crazy. And that kind of brings up our next topic here. The whole Tommy Richmond situation. Like hip hop is, like you said, it started as something completely different from it is now. People make fun of lyrical rappers. People say what do they call it now? What do they call those lyrical miracle rappers? Like what? Like that's the shit that hip hop should be. I understand
Lyrical
the musicality of it. Yeah, people call people like J. Cole lyrical miracle.
Like Kendrick or
yeah.
People that are super complex with their bars and their lyrics and
People that rap.
The real rappers, exactly.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, somebody that just don't get behind a good producer and just make noises and make rhyming words or think words that are words that rhyme, but they don't even mean the same shit. Did you hear that story about Lil Yachty saying some song, saying she blow me like a cello? And the producers didn't even correct him and say it wasn't a fucking percussion instrument or something like that, something you blow in. That's a fucking violin shit. And they let him.
Wait, I'm about to say a cello. Ain't that something you?
It's a string instrument.
Yeah, the string shit, right?
Yeah, he talk about blow like it's a horn.
Yeah, and like nigga, like, and people just pass that by, and then all these kids go eat it up like, oh, those bars. No offense no offense to
literally just a
the
lie.
world. No offense to the Playboy Cardis of the world. Like, bro, they be doing shit that I used to do in my car for fun in high school, and they making millions and millions of dollars off of it over some good production.
Yeah, and the fact that you could be in any way in music and you
Oh, my
don't even
mama.
know that a cello is a string instrument. Like I ain't saying to be in the orchestra. I ain't saying no music theory.
But that's something, motherfucker. If you doing music, you should
But
know.
you doing music and you don't know that a cello is
You
like
should know. If you're doing music, you
that's
should
wild.
know.
And
That's
we have a
wild.
and we have a generation of those fucking rappers and generation of people, and that's who the labels push all their fucking money to. And
Yeah.
they make fun of what's the fucking T.I. son, Dormani?
Oh, the Domani, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
people like
dope.
him don't get noticed.
He
You know what I'm
actually
saying?
he dope.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? People like LBZ need to be pushed to the forefront. Fuck all these motherfucking. They had Lil Pump as a motherfucking somebody in hip hop for a good 2 or 3 years. Fucking 6ix9ine, bro. They're trolling at this point. They're
For sure.
trolling. And then once one of our rappers do make it to the pinnacle of hip hop, oh yeah, the shit that they've been doing the whole time. Okay, now we're gonna put them in jail for it because they're reaching this height of hip hop that's too, and they're having power and they're starting to promote going out to vote or they're putting money back into the communities. Once you reach that pinnacle, nah, you're going to jail on a RICO and everything you've done was part of a fucking mastermind. You're a drug lord, so you're going to jail forever. That shit don't make no sense, dog. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Yeah, they
Though,
cool with your influence. They cool with your influence as long as it's influencing people in a negative way. But as soon as you amass so much influence, and now you able to pivot and, like you said, push other messages. Now you knocked off.
right. Not saying that paying to get somebody killed is a good thing to do. Not in any kind of way, but it's like, bro, in the way that it gets blown up, like his mugshot was in the media, like like the way that TMZ and everybody is just so quick to embarrass people and just blow up their whole spot. Get your mugshot out. It was kind of corny how academics started to like cry and shit on his stream once he found out about him getting arrested. Like, bro, shit like that.
Start crying.
And yeah, he's like, oh my God. Like, you know how this nigga be doing
Yeah,
because he's
that nigga act is he's
yeah. So yeah, it's just a lot, man, and it just kind of paints hip hop in a negative light. And these are the people that these country artists and all these motherfuckers are doing crossover music with, bro. It's like then they get busted. It's like now everybody's looking at hip hop like, oh, why would I ever? I was doing shit with these type of people. Sexy Red doing Lana Del Rey concerts and shit like that, bro. Like, come on, like, where's the good representation? I think it's all but spin in the face.
I'm done with Sexy Red. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't want to call her industry plant, but if I've seen one in my life, that has to be it because there's no way in the world somebody could put out music that's not good. Don't give a fuck about their image. Don't give a fuck about dressing up to go nowhere. Hasn't been media trained. And this person just continue to be everywhere and make a whole bunch of money. It is crazy.
Okay.
I'm not.
There's no question. There's no question that she was planted. I think some people look at industry plant like, oh, it's somebody that don't have no talent and maybe wasn't rapping and we just put money behind them and like put them here. But to me, it could just be, yeah, they picked her. I feel like she was definitely picked to be put in the forefront and to get the money put behind her, get the Drake cosign and get her like amplified, you feel me?
And it's nothing but negative. Nothing positive has come out of her mouth since she's been in the industry.
At first, I try to be objective. I listen to a lot of different music, and then at first, it's like, all right, where I grew up, I know a lot of sexy. Yeah. I know them, and that is.
I bet you do.
That is a real person, and I see how people relate to her because a lot of women in this country do love whether they ratchet or not. Either they ratchet or they wish they was. A lot of women. So they gravitate towards it, and it could be fun in clubs. Don't get me wrong, but after a while, to me, the message is given to women, young and otherwise. I just think it's starting to become real trashy and low vibrational.
Yeah,
it's not beneficial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And instead of helping her steer it in a different direction, I feel like a lot of artists kind of just latch onto it and try to ride the wave. I was on that Tyler album dropped on Monday. Check that out if you guys haven't yet.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's shit's fire. But that song "Sticky," it's like even he has her on there. I fuck with Glorilla though. She fire.
Oh,
I fuck
with Glow.
Yeah, I love Glow.
Yeah.
But there you go. Two girls that grew up maybe not similar, but from that, for we know what that to be. but two different approaches. Like I like Glorilla. I fuck with a lot of her music.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of shows you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Even though her voice almost deeper than mine, I still fuck with her.
And that's the intrigue though. We always liked our rappers with different voices, you feel me? Uh Pop Smoke, his intrigue was a lot because of his voice. Not saying she's anything like that, but I'm just saying that's how a talent can just be made. But speaking of talent, I know you guys heard of Tommy Richmond. Let me just transition into this topic. I never know the words.
Never heard of.
I
I don't know who that is. I ain't gonna lie to you.
back into the roses.
Heard that song?
Yeah, that song.
Wait, what song?
You couldn't escape that song.
Sing the song. Sing it again, Pat.
One more time.
Yeah,
I
one more
can
time.
never say the same things. Go to sooner nose. Hey, for me, $1 million bad bad. That part.
Oh, okay. I do know what song you're talking about. Okay, I know that song.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that guy, he's been in the news a lot lately. Not really the news, like kind of the media, hip hop media, because he, a lot of white artists. I wouldn't say necessarily white artists, just artists in general that kind of just put out because R&B and R&B artists kind of struggle with this as well. But put out a song that kind of sounds on the hip hop side. Has been getting a lot of, I wouldn't say getting a lot of awards, but getting a lot of spin on hip hop stations. And it's kind of considered a hip hop song. But Tommy Richmond himself saying he's not a hip hop act. He doesn't want to be considered or boxed in to be a hip hop act. But it kind of rubs people the wrong way because this song is getting popular in a whole bunch of hip hop forums. In the hip hop culture is being pushed a lot, and that's where it's getting most of its spin. So he said that, and then it comes out to be that his team is applying his song to be considered for winning awards for hip hop categories. So it kind of was like a spit in the face. How are you going to not can be considered, the song not to be considered a hip hop song? You don't want to be considered a hip hop artist, but yeah, you want to win these hip hop awards. I kind of just wanted to broach the topic because it kind of brings to the forefront the question of white artists or other races of artists dabbling their feet in the hip hop space and then kind of like using it as a springboard to another genre and then kind of forgetting about it in the past and saying, no, I'm not hip hop. I'm just this now. How do you guys feel about that?
I think I have a lot of thoughts about this as well, but like I said, I'll try to give the condensed version.
No, speak your mind, player.
Number one, I feel like, and this is not an indictment to any white artists, but I do think that when you speak of like white privilege, part of white privilege is that you can be in your, like, for example, you can do hip hop, right? And if you dope, we'll accept you over here because that's how hip hop is for the most part. That's how black people is. Like, if you dope, it's like, oh, cool, word, this is tight. But you can also jump over into any other genre and do your thing and kind of be able to bounce around. Whereas a lot of times hip hop artists get put in that box where this is a hip hop artist. This is what you are expected to do and what we view you as. So to me, for this certain situation, to me, it feels like Tommy Richmond and or his team, like a lot of artists, they enjoy the love they get from hip hop. They enjoy how hip hop embraces them and, Twitter and all these different platforms. Hip hop is the biggest genre at this point. It's the most influential. So you love all the love you get from it, but you also, from a brand standpoint, don't want to be grouped into what hip hop is viewed as. And it kind of circles back to what he's talking about with Lil Dirk. Like where hip hop is viewed at on a large scale now is violent, is, the average person, and I can speak to it from being in some of these suburbs, like people look at hip hop only what they see on mainstream TV, so they think it looks like that. I think Tommy Richardson, he don't want to be labeled with that or be put in that box because it might damage his image to other people, but he also wants to get the love from hip hop. And then, like you said, when he wants, he can go into a different genre and say, I'm not hip hop. I was just whatever. I did this kind of sound,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And we've seen it before, the Post Malones of the world. I still respect Post Malone because I do feel like he kind of will pay homage to the hip hop side of it. So I don't really want to say that he kind of distanced himself from it. But if you were to ask him, I know he would say he's not a hip hop artist. And if you know Post Malone from when he first came out with White Iverson, he had the braids, the gold slugs, the baggy clothes. You see him now, you would never expect that cowboy boots, tight ass pants, cowboy hat, being weird, talking about swords and shit, So he completely pivoted. And And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy because if when the opposite attempt is made, like Beyonce, for example, trying to go over to country, everybody's
Mhm.
hating on her for that, saying this is not country,
So
this
when they
is
try to
not.
when we try to go over to the country shit.
Yeah, like what the fuck? She's from Houston. What's more country than fucking Houston? You know what I'm saying? It's more country than you New York niggas talking about being country. Like, it's crazy.
And the worst part, I'm not gonna get too conspiracy, but the worst part is the majority of the genres was either created by blacks or it branched off of black music. The majority of the
So,
genres, to be honest.
And if you were to say any of the top songs in these genres, I guarantee they have an aspect of hip hop in them. I bet you Shabuzi's still number one over there in the country right now for his shit. You know what I'm saying? And any pop song, you'll hear fucking, I don't even know who, because I'm hearing about new pop artists every day. Fucking Olivia Rodrigo, motherfucking Sabrina Carpenter,
Sabrina
fucking,
Carpenter, she's the big one right now. She killing.
yeah. I haven't heard none of this shit, but I'm hearing a lot about these names.
I
But
don't
you
know
know what
who
I'm
that
saying?
is.
I hear fucking what's her name? The one that was with Mac Miller and fucking Pete Davidson and all that shit.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, she stay rapping in her songs. You know what I'm saying? But all her shit's never be considered rap. It's all pop. You know what I mean? And Doja Cat, yeah, they always want to make her a rapper. Doja Cat ain't no fucking rapper. She's a fucking pop star. You know what I mean? Like, give her credit and give credit when credit's due. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of these white rappers and people come out like, even like, I don't know if you guys heard of this guy, Ian. No, I've been on social media a lot. I don't know if it's my algorithm, but it's been a explosion of unassuming, regular looking white rappers that just go online and just been putting out music and actually are getting some buzz off of it. I don't know where the fuck it's happening or when it's happened, but it's gonna be a big example of this shit because everybody's gonna be resistant to letting these white rappers in and take them serious, even if they have talent, because they already know what they're using them for. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna use, and then you're gonna want to be a motherfucking pop star, country singer, motherfucking. Even Pitbull did that shit. I remember when Pitbull was a fucking
He's
rapper.
a rapper. He's a rapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now he's a motherfucking Dale pop star. He ain't rapping no more. No, we
You almost say I came out say Pitbull.
yeah, that motherfucking first DJ Khaled song. What's that?
We taking over?
Yeah, we
No.
take.
Taking
Yeah, he was
over
rapping in that
one
shit. He
city
was
at
rapping
a
that. He
time.
was
Yeah.
rapping in that shit.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Wayne's been a legendary,
Oh
bro.
my God. Oh my God. I listen to that song all the time. And just to know where Pitbull came from, to see what he is now, wearing suits in 90-degree weather, motherfucking jiggling on stage, nigga. Pause. It's just it's interesting. And hopefully, best of bias listeners, you take this into consideration when you press that download button, man. Save the hip hop. Let's save hip hop. They already don't. I mean, shit, we're fighting amongst each other. People are getting mad when Killer Mike wins an award for best hip hop album. Haven't even heard the album, and just consider that just because it's Killer Mike that it's not a good album, and Drake should have won or somebody else should have won, bro.
And that album was hard too.
You know what I'm saying? Production wise, song wise, like Killer Mike was spitting, and he dropped the deluxe on your bitch ass niggas. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Bring hip hop back to where we can actually recognize what's going on, to where everybody who's rooted in this shit is not arguing with these new rappers trying to tell you Playboy Cardi is better than motherfucking Ice Cube. Like, we shouldn't have these debates. Shit's being said. Shit's being said, brother. Like all over the place. It's just people having opinions on hip hop that should not even be. You're having hip hop arguments with white high school students when you should not be having no kind of opinion on OG hip hop. This is not your shit. Go talk. I know I sound kind of racist, but you know what I mean. It's from the from the heart of the discussion, people. Give me a break. Give me a break. So let's move.
I'm not discussing hip hop with anybody south of 25, really, or maybe like south of like 22, like anybody 21, 20, 19. I'm not talking with you about the golden era of hip hop. I'm not talking with you about what hip hop is.
And not to shun any of my XXX Extension listeners, but anybody that says that he's your GOAT, you're too young to discuss hip hop with me. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that for sure.
That's like people that say
I'll second that.
The Paul George.
That's like people. Have you heard that? Like people say, like it's for some young players, like, oh, Paul George, he the GOAT.
Paul George is my GOAT. Oh, it was boy.
How though? Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller. Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, hey, Paul George is like, as far as like eye test, just like hooping, like if you saw him playing on the court, He is stupid nice.
Yeah. But if you watch basketball and then you know what's been going on in this sport, then
that's a fucking stretch, bro. You have to go out of your way to be different to say some shit like that.
Absolutely. Ain't nobody saying he's not even in the GOAT debates.
Right. Like, go to what? Jump shots, nigga? Anyways.
Not even that.
Like, I can get with you maybe I don't know.
No.
3 and D wings? I don't know.
I do like watching Paul George play. No, I think he didn't go to bouncing back from almost a career-ending injury. Remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
his fucking leg.
I forgot about that actually.
Nasty, like some Sean Livingston high. It looked nasty.
Yeah, it was gross. Was terrible. I didn't expect him to come back. So he's the best comeback player.
Oh, speaking of the best comeback player, let's get into this Gisele Bündchen story. Tom Brady's ex-wife.
Yo.
Next topic here.
That's a wild segue.
Tom Brady is in the news. Well, of course. Why not? Tom Brady's always in the news, but now it's kind of for a little bit more so of a negative. I wouldn't say negative because it seems like, not to sound racist again, but in the white relationships, they're not together, sometimes they seem to be, when you're rich like that, on good terms. And that's what it seems like him and his wife is, because he's posting about it on Instagram. If you didn't know, a story came out that his ex-wife, Gisele Bündchen, who cheated on... All right, so we were talking about, my bad, y'all. A little technical difficulties, but we back though. We were talking about Gisele Bündchen and her doing that man, Tom Brady, dirty. He was cheated on by her with 37-year-old jiu-jitsu coordinator. I got her kid's jiu-jitsu coordinator. And they got a divorce shortly after. It was really public during his last season of football. And then it turns out, yeah.
I thought it was her jiu-jitsu.
No, it was her kids.
I thought it was hers too. I ain't gonna lie. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was her kid's jiu-jitsu coordinator.
Worse.
Yep. And now she is 4 to 5 months pregnant with a new baby at 44 years old. Not only is that kind of crazy to be a 44-year-old mom, but it seems like she got pregnant during the shooting or when they first broke up. How you guys feel about this? Because I know if it happened the other way around, the women would be tearing them a new one.
It would. She ain't shit. Nah. Nah, that's crazy though. No, because if it's that, then
yeah.
That's why I ain't never get married.
Some splaining to do.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy, bro. Yeah. Sorry for Tom Brady. I mean, now we don't talk about that one too long. It's just more developments will come out. I mean, again, it's one of those rich people. They're probably swingers anyways. Who knows? When people have been together so long behind the scenes, it becomes more of a financial thing, especially when they're celebrities. And Gisele came in with a bunch more money than Tom Brady had anyway.
I was about to say, she was making.
Yeah, she the breadwinner.
Exactly. Yeah. So who knows? He could like what's going on, and then he finally was able, because Tom got a bad one. You know what I'm saying? After the divorce, he was like, let me.
He's a cook.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was getting ready to say Tom might be a cook. He might be over there.
We're not gonna talk about Tom. We're not gonna talk about Tom like that. We're not gonna do that. That's something we're not gonna do.
Hey, nobody said. Did somebody say that in a roast? Did y'all watch that roast? I know, John.
I watched the roast for sure. I watched it a few times.
Yeah, it was long, but that shit was funny as hell.
I was.
Yeah,
Ryan.
She was hella funny.
He said he could beat your ass while he's eating hers.
Oh damn! Damn. That is crazy.
I lost it.
They wasn't missing. They didn't miss many. It was hitting.
Yeah, for sure.
It was old boy, I think, that said it. The king of the roast. What's his name? The one that be on all the roast.
Jim Ross.
Jim Ross. I think it was him that said that shit.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, him being a TV his last couple of years in football, he was like overly exposed to the media. Now he's a fucking $200 million color commentator for the NFL announcer type nigga. And
I'll be putting the Niner games on and hearing this nigga voice in my ears and shit. Like,
and he owned a piece of the Raiders. So
yep. And once basketball, the NBA puts a team in Vegas, he's probably going to own parts of that as well. Yeah, it's a lot. But
Braun gonna be co-owners.
Yeah, probably. Hold your head, Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him get you down. I'm sure he's not tripping though. He posted on Instagram talking about I'm Tom Brady, bitch. No, he didn't put that exactly, but pretty much.
That's what I read when I seen it.
I agree with you. I feel like he probably ain't tripping much, but also even with all the millions, these are still human beings. It's still a man. Like I'm just thinking right now, that would be tough if I went through that. You know what I'm saying? Like if my baby mom's was cheating on me with like man with somebody that instruct my kids and
They
then
could beat your ass.
man, right, exactly. You know you can't beat them either.
Yeah. No,
That's tough, but that's life.
yeah, that's life. That's what people say. Um, but yeah, I kind of do want to skip this depressing topic and let's just get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about this last topic here before we get over to what you guys are watching. But Tesla robots, are y'all getting a robot? How
Am I
y'all
getting
feel?
one? No, I can't afford one.
It's 20 racks, so no, not.
Oh damn! I didn't know they had a price.
Oh
Damn.
yeah, I didn't even know that. So
Yeah.
It's 20 racks.
but I knew it was gonna be out of my price range.
Yeah, fucking. If you guys don't know, Best of Bias family, Elon Musk just kind of debuted his fucking electric. What else did he had? He had robots. He had there was some other shit that he had there. He had like a big ass, those things like look like off iRobot where the robots was jumping out of the teleport, like the transporter.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
It was a taxi. It was a Tesla taxi, but it looked like that. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this futuristic exploration that we have right now. Yeah, we already have augmented reality. You have Mr. What's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? Dude that runs Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg, right?
Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, he has the augmented reality glasses where you can put those bitches on with the partnership with Ray-Ban, where you can put them on. You can talk to people in different languages. It translates it right into your ears. You can see augmented reality through that bitch. Now you got robots and self-driving taxis and all this other shit, like tunnels under Vegas that charges your car for you if you have a Tesla. Like,
that translator things, I might need those translators. I'm trying to go to Colombia.
I ain't gonna lie, I need them too. Just working at my bruh. Can you believe somebody came trying to buy some weed speaking French?
They just turn the phone to you with the translator.
Weed.
Weed.
I said, you want some weed?
Weed. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, it gets real in the field, man. But Tesla robots are a little crazy. iRobot's a little closer. If you guys learn anything from Will Smith, don't trust them goddamn robots. And don't be wearing fucking what Converse was he wearing in 2030 that melted on his ass? Well, y'all remember that scene? Or he got oil on them. They didn't melt. I thought they melted till this day, until right now. Anyways, fuck them robots. Elon Musk, I might fuck with a Tesla. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might, but the Tesla trucks only having 400 miles range until you have to recharge is kind of crazy.
Wait, do you like the Cybertrucks?
No, I like what's inside of it and the capabilities.
Them motherfuckers ugly. Them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean they should be bulletproof. If they're bulletproof, that'd be worth it. But
it looks bulletproof, so it should be.
It might as well be shit.
Yeah. It looks like something that you need in modern warfare. The fuck?
They probably make them even heavier because I don't know how heavy they are, but I'm sure that's probably part of it, though. I don't know.
You can probably write them bitches off too if you had a business. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's over a certain poundage, Elon Musk's the type of nigga to make it hella like way less than being able to write it off, just right under.
Yeah.
point 2 under. Yeah.
That's crazy. But I guess we get to the end of the podcast. Real quick before I let them know where to find you and what you got going on, let's talk about a little bit of cinema. What are you guys watching? What can you suggest to the Best of Bias listeners, if anything?
I'm a defer to John because I haven't been really watching shows or really tapped into any movies as much lately.
Uh-huh.
But I know John, a movie guy.
Okay. What you got, John? What you got?
Well, first and foremost, we're gonna start with Penguin on Max. If you ain't watching that, then if you ain't caught up on Power with the Ghost stars, Power Book 2, Ghost, catch up on that. Fire. Just had the last season. Just ended the last season. You know what I'm saying? But the way they ended it, I don't think it's really done.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you much more. I'm just saying. I don't think it's done. But then what else I'm watching on? I just be really watching like a bunch of podcasts and documentaries and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing too
All right.
crazy.
Well,
I
for
like
me,
I like documentaries and shit like that.
documentaries are dope, even though they did drop that documentary on Chris Brown, which I feel like is completely
That I did just watch that yesterday. I was just watched that with my sister yesterday. Yeah, they ill
yeah,
for that one. They
How
are
was
ill for that one.
How was it? It was crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just them tearing that nigga a new one because
They're kind of like surviving R. Kelly.
yeah, yep,
Wow.
that's crazy.
just
That nigga just reminding his business, and they're gonna drop a
yeah, and they
documentary
just
on
dropped that.
them.
And then at the end, they said we reached out to Chris Brown and his team, but they refused to comment.
Of course, stupid
Duh,
motherfuckers.
but
Oh my god, that's just crazy. Me personally, I am watching. You said it. Fucking Penguin has been great on HBO Max. Definitely keeping up, even though it's kind of, I don't know if everybody will like it, but Agatha all along, keeping up with the Marvel shows on Disney Plus as they get into this new
I gotta
phase.
get back into those.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it's
I haven't
cool.
watched it since Moon Knight. I don't think. I think that's the last one that I watched on.
Hasn't really
Oh,
hasn't really been the best, but Teacup on Peacock is pretty cool. Kind of interesting, kind of like cosmic type shit. Pretty tight. If you guys have Apple TV Plus, show called Shrink. It's not Shrunk, it's Shrinked. It's about a whole bunch of psychologists, and this is a comedy. Harrison Ford, dude from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, I forgot his name, is the main guy. Shit's pretty funny. Um, what else is there? Venom is in theaters now for all my superhero guy people.
yeah, I need to see that.
People say I wasn't the best, but I think it's gonna cross over into the new Spider-Man 4, so look out for that. Um, but yeah,
Hey,
I do
actually,
got one more. Oh, go
okay.
ahead, Zach.
You go ahead, John. Go ahead.
I got one more. Fight Night
oh yeah,
on
on Peacock as
Peacock.
well.
With Kevin Hart
Fight
and
Night
Samuel
on
Jackson, right?
Yeah,
Kevin Hart and Samuel Jackson. That shit was good.
yeah, it's pretty
I
good.
heard that was good. I want to I want to really watch that. I want to sit down and watch that.
So, and now you heard it from me, Zach. Watch it, nigga.
Okay.
Watch it.
All right. If you get a cosign for sure, for sure. Actually, you know what? It was two shows I watched on Apple TV Plus. It's one called Presumed Innocent.
Hmm.
That's an amazing show. That show
Yep.
was incredible.
Yeah,
Presumed Innocent. Haven't heard that one. Check that out.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely gotta check that out then. I fuck with
That
Jake.
role. Yeah, man. And then it's one other one. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Oh, Severance.
Yeah, on Apple TV. Yeah, with dude from Parks and Rec. Yeah. That's just good.
Oh, from Parks and Recreation?
Hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like Apple TV Plus, whatever it's called. They got a few good ones.
Yep. I've been watching shows back to back to back on there. They have some really good shows on Apple TV. They had a new Vince Vaughn show, Bad Monkey. Interesting. It takes place
Vince Vaughn.
in the Bahamas.
Okay.
What else do they have on Apple Plus that I watched hella recently? Something really good, actually. Tokyo Vice. If you guys haven't seen that on Apple or on HBO Plus, HBO Max. That's
HBO Max.
Is it on HBO Max or Apple Plus? I've been watching so much shows, and they all come out on the same day. For some reason,
You said Tokyo what?
Tokyo Vice.
Tokyo Drift. Oh my bad.
It's about this dude. It's like in 1995. This American dude goes to Japan and becomes a journalist. But the Yakuza are hella like doing shit in the town, and he's hella trying to report on them. But hella shit's going down.
See, it's on Max, and Hulu.
Okay, for sure. But yeah, that's it. You guys, HBO. I mean, Best of Bias listeners, if you want someone to watch, we gave you a medley of things, everything of all genres, of all styles. Like it, enjoy it. Let us know how you like it after. But now to the end of the podcast, where we like to let them know where they can find you at, and drop your ats so they can check you out and get to know what you got going. So LBZ, would you like to start?
So you can find me on all social platforms. You can especially find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever you listen to your music at Laid Back Zach. That's 2 D's, H on the Zach. On Instagram is LBZ Music, LBZMUZIK. Also, real quick, I'll plug, shout out to Old Cast for doing the LBZ beer, and also Sal's Pizzeria and Kotati that's doing the Laid Back Za. Go get that. It's pesto marinara, chicken, bacon, jalapeno, and ricotta.
Okay, there we go.
God damn, they got all the toppings.
That shit sounds fire.
What
about you, Johnny Mac? What's going on with you? Where can they find you at? Where can they find the stream? You already plugged it, but plug it again. Let them know.
You already know. You can find me on the gram at Johnnymac650. It's pretty much spelled as you hear it. JOHNNYMACK 650. And then you can find me on Kick for the streams of the GTA and shit at Village Gym Gaming, VILLAGEGEM Gaming. And I'm on there. So come fuck with your boy. We're going to get into some shit.
We'll get some shit. I feel that. And by the way, Russ dropped 22 points today. Just let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Something light. Way to get acclimated, Russ. Russell Westbrook.
Oh, Russ.
He dropped 22. You feel me? He made 2 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look at that. Right there, nigga. Hey.
Oh, splash.
Hey. He was acting up. But anyways, you know where to find your boy at. SAC_Lydell on the Instagram. Patrick_Lydell on the Snapchat. Anything Best of Bias related, you know where to find that at. Just type it in. You'll see, you know what I'm saying, a little growly there. Yeah, Best of Bias on YouTube, aka thank you for putting these videos together. 200 and something videos, episode 225, season 3. So we've been doing this for a while. Like, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any of the drops. And you'll right when it gets dropped on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, you'll get that reminder. And to all my audio listeners, thank you. Anywhere you find your favorite podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Oh yeah, shout out Pat for my new little pop. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson.
Got that Magic Johnson pop. You feel me?
That's tough.
Sirski.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Funko Pops,
Magic,
you know what I'm saying?
Is that Magic with the AIDS or before the AIDS?
Ooh,
No,
probably with.
Definitely with, because it's USA, Team USA, so definitely with. Yeah, he had it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, merch, hit me up. You know where to find me on the Instagram, YouTube, wherever you find me at. You can get the merch. Plenty of hats left. Bucket, beanies, trucker, dad hats, all that shit. Let me know and I'll hook y'all up. Yeah, and you know, plenty of content coming. Season 3 is in full effect. Episode 225 again. Thank you guys for visiting the Best of Bias podcast. You could have been in any podcast in the world, but you clicked play on mine today. So thank y'all for that. And come back again. Where that theme song at? All right, then, y'all. It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. Best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias.